Right. Good morning, people. What's today? Thursday, the 16th. We have a little bit of news coming in at 10, so I did hold off. Or I am holding off. I do have a gap as my draw, and then I do have a draw as well to the downside. There's a gap right there as well. So right now we're consolidating a little bit. We manipulated up at open. We came back down and take out all of those stop losses. We took out all those stop losses right there. We then ran liquidity again, and we took out stop losses. So I thought it was best to wait for this news to happen. We've got a lot coming in at 10, and it might be medium, like yellow folder, orange folder news. But I was thinking that it's best to wait. So I would rather take a trade after news. Because that could have been a solid entry, but it was just simply too early. Like, that doesn't look right to me. I don't like, I don't know. It just doesn't look right to me. So we're going to wait for this news. Because we got a bunch of liquidity right here. Because we manipulated, generated liquidity, manipulated, generated liquidity again. So now it's just going to be a game of where are we going to displace and how clean is it going to displace. Okay. So I think it would be best to run out all of this liquidity right here. Maybe to get something like that. Or if we really displace down, I think we have enough liquidity generated already to displace more downward. But I think it's going to be clean. I think we're going to be able to tell, like, it should displace clean above this range or below this range. So I am bearish as of now because I would love to see if we could displace below this range and then further continue down. Because we already tried to push up once, took out stop losses. We pushed up again, took out stop losses. So now we're just kind of waiting. But patience is key. I'm only trying to trade A+ setups. Whew. Oh. But yeah, on the meantime, I am wanting to get into options as well, more of like for my live account and trade QQQ. That's kind of what I've been investigating right now, dude. Options is completely different in terms of like leverage, because futures is just like, all right, either I'm going to buy or I'm going to sell. With options, it's like you can buy and sell, and then you could also, so like you could call and put. You could then call that put, or you can put that call, which is like, it's just a different ball game. There's a lot of strategies. There's zero DTE, iron condors, all that stuff. There's a lot. All right, so we could get some displacement here. I'm looking back and forth on ES. I'm just wanting to see. So you can see we're really consolidating right now. Listen, dude, if I don't get an A+ setup, then I'm not going to trade today. This is already really choppy. But the good thing is that news has already came out. So what I'm thinking is I'm still bearish as of right now. And that's why I love this trading style, bro, because I know exactly what I'm looking for. You know, if it was so like this type of setup right here, we manipulated, we took out stop losses, generated liquidity. This would be a permissible entry. You have permission. I'm sorry. I have permission to take this trade. But if the context is not A+ as well, because you could have an A+ entry within a F context, and if that's the case, that's not a real A+ setup just because you have an A+ entry. So the context has to be A+ as well. And for me, this context is not. This is not A+ context. But yeah, I love this trading style because it's either like we displace above this range, I'm bullish, or we can reject this range and then wait for some type of pullback, then displacement to the downside. ES is looking very choppy as well, so I'm going to have to be really, really patient today. Because I don't really have narrative for anything right now. But yeah, I want for these videos to be like crunched into like 15 to 30 minutes, but sometimes it's just like I press record and I'm just forced to wait. I want these videos to be easily digestible for you guys. I want you guys to have a good compact video to really, really digest. But sometimes it's just like, hey man, it's going to be a 45 minute trade, or it's going to be a 45-minute trading day or an hour trading day, and it's just like, listen man, I'm trying to document everything for y'all. But yeah, um, for the time being, for what really my plan is I'm going to start a mentorship soon, but I have to have credit, and it's like, bro, who's gonna enter a mentorship with a guy who hasn't even taken a payout, a guy who is just out here trading challenges and blowing accounts? Nobody's gonna do that. So my plan is to, once I pass this first challenge and I'm able to get a payout, two payouts, a couple payouts from there, um, I then am going to use that capital to buy more challenges and stack accounts. Like three, I'll probably start off with three, then move up to five, then to 10, and then that'll probably be my max. I don't know yet. I don't want to speak about things I haven't gone through, because doors are going to open that I don't have the key to unlock that door yet in terms of experience. So yeah, once I start getting 3 or 5 accounts, I then am going to start my mentorship because I'll have credit to my name. Hopefully, I'll have 4 and 5 figure payouts. I really just want to get my first payout by the end of this year and open up my live account on options this year. That'll be really awesome. It's just patience all around. Not trying to force anything. So it's like right now we have trap liquidity and it has not displayed. So one of two things is going to have to happen. Okay. So for us to generate enough liquidity, we're going to either have to raid this high right here or this high or this low right here. From that, we have to displace cleanly to then go down. And then, of course, likewise, we would have to come up here, entry right here to smash the upside. So that's the array, because we can only do one of two things right here: displace up or displace down. We only have two things that could happen right here: displace down, or we're going to come back into the range to displace up. So yeah, that's my whole model. I'm giving you guys everything for free as of right now. But I'll really am gonna get some sauce going in this mentorship. I don't know when I need to start creating it, because it's like there's so much value, bro. No, like these are my concepts that I have constructed from 4 years of trading, and it means a lot to me, and that stuff is not going to be like, there's value in that. It's not going to be for cheap. I'm talking about like $50 a month, something like that, for type of mentorship. 24,918. So it is kind of more of a low volume. Well, not really. That's a 100-point move right there. All right. So as of right now, as of this moment, what have we done? Closed below this range, and we have closed above. So what does that mean for bias? That means manipulation. I'm now waiting for bullish signatures. And it's like, well, why didn't you take a trade right here since we closed below the range? Because look at this, all right? This right here is an A plus entry, but F context because we haven't manipulated enough, right? That is a displacement candle that I'm looking for whenever we break through a range, right? And if this doji would have closed down here, if it would have closed, if it would have opened high, low, and we would have closed down here, that would be more of an A plus entry because we're displacing through a range. And we know that we have liquidity barred up because people got in buys here. We took their stop losses out right here. People bought in again. We took out their stop losses again. That generated liquidity. We generated liquidity. Now we're just waiting to see where are we going to displace. Where is that liquidity going to show in displacement? So what I'm looking for as of right now is we close below, then we close back into the range. Maybe we can build up some volatility in here and then displace up. Then I would slap on an entry from there. And if you guys watch this channel enough, you'll see why I put my stop loss where I put my stop loss. Because you have to risk proportionately. Like, bro, yesterday I was literally done trading at like 10 previous of or before like 10:40. I was done. I was off the charts. So, bro, my work day, I worked an hour and 40 minutes yesterday. Really 2 hours because I waited and uploaded the video. But, like, what other job are you going to be your own boss? Now I have to listen to a freaking crappy boss at a crappy job and make $1,500. That's just on one account, bro. Times that by 5 if you have more accounts than that. Of course, after you pass an evaluation, passing the top step combine, but it's like, what other job can supply that? Not any. So this is kind of weird because we haven't really trapped sellers because I don't think anyone was really selling off right there. So now this is still like consolidation. It's all going to be consolidation and waiting until we displace above that range. So I think this is more of like we're still taking out buyer stop losses right now. And then we're entering back into the range. It's like we only can displace a certain amount of waves because, dude, in any edge, any strategy that you have to put price in a squeeze to where it can only do one or two things. And then after that, that's where you formulate your entries, your risk management, your stop losses, your take profits. And then outside of that, it's then greed over It's greed over discipline. Are you going to want to take risk for that 100-point move, or are you okay with 35 points on a day like this? It's like, dude, you can't expect 150-point moves with F context in your trades. I'm speaking facts right now, bro, because exactly what goes in my mind is exactly what I'm trying to say in these videos. Which it completely is I'm staying true to myself, and y'all are able to see that by the words that are coming out of my mouth. And also, man, I'm going to forbid trading on the 1 minute if you do not have another time frame shown up. Like, bro, do not just look at the 1 minute time frame, because you will really get chopped up. You have, like on my laptop right here, I've got the 3 minute. There's so many times where I want to enter on the 1 minute, but then I look back at the 3 and I'm like, I can't take that because of this, because of what I'm seeing on here. And that's one edge that you have over the market, bro. You're able to see the market in two completely different ways on the 1 minute and the 3 minute. That's an edge in my book, because what's like an example I could say? What was I just saying? Oh yeah, so look at it like this. Let's say that you're at a shooting range. Are you going to be more likely to hit that bullseye with just your iron sights? No. But if you have your iron sights and a red dot and you have a laser on it, you then have more of an edge. It's higher probable for you to hit that target. Why? Because you have confluences. You have the red dot, you have your laser, and once those two things line up together, that's more, not professional, but that's more precise. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, if you can look at the 3 minute and the 1 minute, tell where we're going to go, it's higher probable. So yeah. So for me right now, this is a low probable day, because we haven't displaced, or I'm sorry, we haven't manipulated hard enough. Like, the manipulation that I would have liked to see was if we would have closed. So like if we would have, if this candle would have closed, that would have been hard manipulation to the downside. Then we take out those stop losses. And it's like we're not really getting that. So I'm not expecting a big powerful move or for it to be as clean right here. So what do we have to do? I think we have to go above this range, and then we'll really see the algos turn on. Because there's still people who sold off and their stop losses up here. Watch and see. Once we take that out, that's where we will generate, or that's where we will like rectify and say, hey, we have now taken enough liquidity. We're fixing to generate, or we've already generated enough, so now we're fixing to displace. So hopefully we'll get some volatility right here. We'll get some volume. But it's still weak context for today, as of right now. And it's the same thing right here. If we can displace and we can show, like, if this candle closes somewhat like this, like strong momentum, that's where you enter. But I'm just not seeing that today. So you have to tell yourself, like, what is the likability or what is the probability for us to really go up 151 points? That's where my draw is. And right now it's not looking that likely. So why would you want to participate in a trade that's not likely? You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's I don't know. And it's like, that's why I love this style of trading, because, bro, it's like you can see the market malfunction. You know, it's like you see it malfunction. You can see within your edge and your confluences, like you can tell. It just takes time, man. Like, bro, if you're not spending an hour or 2 hours a day coming home and back testing, um, or just really just using those 1 to 2 hours that you scrape up out of your day instead of going on TikTok, instead of going on this and that and whatever. It's like, what are you doing, bro? You can't expect to be an all-star when you don't put in the extra work an all-star does. Um, like, bro, how are you going to put up Kobe Bryant numbers if you're not putting in Kobe Bryant work? It's like, bro, that's why I love this, because the 1% thrive and succeed. Not the top 5, not the top 10. It's the top 1. Dude, that's why you have to constantly work on yourself, work on your discipline. Completely, like, bro, I've committed suicide because I completely killed the old me. And it's like, mm. So, like, by malfunctioning, this is what I mean. Like, we have malfunctioned to displace high, to displace up. So the market has to correct itself by doing stuff like this. And it's like, if you can pick that off, bro, that's profitability. That is a profitable consensus. So it's like this whole move right here, this 50-point candle, is because we failed to displace. So we have to, it's like the market has to generate to be able to generate more. Like we have to stop liquidity in order to, or no, we have to like this, dude, it's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, it's like you have to generate to then hunt. Like it's crazy how it's all worked out, man. It is truly God's timing. Um, and some people see it as like, oh man, well you didn't do good today. Why'd you do this? I feel like every time that I was at an incline and I had to, it's like you have to go up. It's literally just like a market. Like it's like every time that I was doing really good, it's like, bro, God said no. I have free. You have to experience this in order to grow. And it's just like that right there where you go up and then you come down. It's like that's it. It's like that's it. Because you have to experience, you have to win and lose to then gain experience. So right now what's happening is like we had to come down and take that move out in order to displace higher. See how like we're skipping right here? That's volume, that's volatility without looking at the volume indicator. Like for me, there's high volume right here, right now. This is like another market malfunction. It's like if you're trapped inside of a box, you have to break one of those walls inside of that box. It's like, it's crazy, dude. So if we come up and we close above this, I feel like that's where we could get some liquidity, or that's where we're going to be able to displace. So now I'm just kind of going back and looking at a little bit more targets, like all right, here we go. This could be a potential move. But with that being said, it's like greed over discipline. It's like, let's say that you come into conditions like this, why aren't you settling for 20 and 30 point moves? Why are you trying to catch 60, 70, 80 points in conditions that are less probable? Doing some more psychology, bro. Whenever you're back testing, play a certain song, a certain lo-fi, certain something, and then whenever you get onto the charts and you trade live, bro, play that same stuff. it makes you more calm inside of your environment. So yeah, let's talk about like my lines and my ranges for the time being. Dude, in the morning I hate talking because it sounds like I've got smoker voice, like raspy. But usually where I like to put my lines is at a top and a bottom of a candle of two candles. Hold on. That's good signs of bullishness. Doji and then engulfing, bullish engulfing. Um, I'm just not liking this, bro. I'm not trying to force anything. This trade's permissible, but I'm not taking it. We didn't close right. So like I was saying, whenever we close above a range, that's where I would like to see um volume. That's where I want to see displacement. And so it's like we got failed displacement. So what I'm looking for now is either a strong close above this wick, or either we're going to tap back down into the range and come down. Text one of my trading buddies. All right, I think this trade, this right here would be the entry. I don't. That's low probable to me. So we could see market come back and take out. I don't know. I think we already went up. or we could come down and tap into this gap. I don't like this, bro. If I was in this trade, I would settle for something maybe around 40 points. So we closed above, pulled back. Took out this wick, and then we have displacement candle 1, displacement candle 2. And yeah, this could have been the trade, but you got to look at this. It's a 1-to-1. You're taking a 1-to-1 trade. You're taking a 1-to-1 trade, low volume, and I'm risking 36 points. So I'll be risking like $360 to make um so you would have a take profit of $880. And a stop loss of 792. And I just don't think that's value. That's not value. That's not it's not enough value for me, because I'm not going to take a 1-to-1 with these conditions. But I don't know. I don't like this. It's not good conditions. And now it's going on 11 o'clock. I'll keep that up. It's going on 11 o'clock now. Whoa, we're still just low volume. So now we came down. We respected the fair value gap. Now we're running lower. So that's an inverse fair value gap. Okay. I know what that line means. So boring. Bro, this is a boring trade, bro. Boring day. All right, it's about to be 11 o'clock. I'm about to upload this video, I think. Yep. All right. Love you guys. I'll be back trading tomorrow, and peace out.